So the video I made a few days ago about 3 people that I know who make a full-time living from print on demand got more attention than what I was looking for the bad and for the worse. I mean, for bad responses that I got, like, this is unbelievable, like, no one can actually make a living from it, or even people saying that this is too complicated, as well as some good responses of people saying, you know what, I finally understand what's been going on with my print on demand. Why am I not succeeding, or why did I succeed? And I think that the biggest response to that, making that video and basically assembling 3 stories of 3 different people, is actually my response to it, because I decided to take all of the lessons of what they did and start a new project of my own, sort of a challenge. And I invite you to join that challenge with me. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mel and I teach creative people how to sell their art online. And just as I said a second ago, this video that I made, the 3 stories of 3 people that I know, really resonated with me, and it got me thinking about what I want to do when it comes to launching a different type of project, or basically taking a certain topic to the next level. Now, I know that there are a lot of YouTubers out there that go with, you know what, design as many as you can. And I've seen it before, like doing shop reviews and telling someone that they won't succeed on Redbubble because they have 60 designs and they need more. And I don't believe that a volume of designs is the only way to go to actually make money online, especially when it comes to artists who take a long time making a design. Whether you're sketching, whether you're illustrating, whether you're creating books, whatever product that you're making, it might not be as easy to just make, and constantly search for those keywords that people are looking for to decide what you're going to design. For me, kind of bums out my creative side, and I really actually want to take my own art and make money from my own art using the lessons that I've learned from the people that I met in my 1 year in Bansko. Now, as you know, I'm very into notebooks, and everything is written on a lot of notebooks because I really like getting organized, and I do want this video, this challenge that I'm issuing myself, to be organized as well. And you can follow along with me on this challenge. You can do similar things to what I'm doing with similar time frames, marketing in a similar way, or you can adapt my challenge to fit your style and your creative niche. And what I like to do for this video is to get started with introducing my idea, like sort of like this is a new style that I'm thinking about. And I'm going to talk about my goal with this in terms of a full-time living, or how much money do I want to make from it in a certain amount of time? How many hours do I want to put into this? I want to summarize some of the lessons that I learned from these 3 people. And again, I'm keep on mentioning that video. And if you haven't watched that video, you might as well watch it now. I will leave a link to that video down below. It's 3 people that I know who make a full-time living from print on demand. So I want to take the lessons that I've learned from them, and obviously, there were a lot of things said in that video. I'm just going to quickly mention in this video the parts that resonated with me for my personal journey. And then I'm going to share the 10 steps to basically achieve these goals. It's actually more like 9 steps. You'll see when we get to it. And after that, I'm going to explain how all of these steps apply to me and to my specific type of art, and to where I'm going to be selling it and how I'm going to be presenting it and marketing it. At the end of that, after sharing the 10 steps, and obviously also sharing mine, which is very subjective to me and might not relate to you, if you still can't find exactly something that correlates with what you want to sell on print on demand, please just comment down below the niche, the design style that you want to promote, and we can work on those 10 steps together. There is also a freebie involved here. It will be shared tomorrow, and more on that later on. But for now, let's just get started with starting anew. I am going to be starting something that I've never sold online before on any platform. It's a new style. It's not the style that you see anywhere behind here, even though it might be a bit similar, but it's something that I've never sold anywhere ever. And for me personally, it's not going to be some kind of niche text design. I'm not going to do coding jokes or something like that. I am going to go for art, which is, I believe, to be harder. And as I was making the challenge breakdown, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a full-time job. And I'm also going to be sharing the platforms that I chose for this challenge and why based on all this information, meaning where am I going to sell those print on demand items. Now, my goal for this experiment, I wrote down 2 goals, and I know that from the start they might not seem so logical to you guys, but my goal is to make $400 a month by the end of the year of this year. So that's 6.5 months to go. But then with the 5 months after that, my goal is to take it to $1,000 a month. And that's because whenever I started doing anything relating to passive income or selling anything online, the first few months are the hardest. Then once you start making more money, it sort of duplicates itself on and on and on. I don't know if I'm going to reach this goal, so maybe I should also write down a goal that I'll be okay with. So 400 by year's end is my goal, and $1,000 a month by, a year from now. So we're talking about May 2023. But I would also be okay with $200 a month by year's end. And within a year, if I make $600 from this in a month, I'm good. Like, this would be something for me that says, you know what, this has potential and it was worth the time that I'm going to put into it. And as for the time that I'm putting into it, this is not going to be a full-time project because, first of all, I'm on YouTube. I do a lot of stuff for YouTube. So that takes a lot of my time. I might do more classes for Creative Fabrica, which again, more of my time. I'm working on other projects with Misho, more of my time, as well as TeePublic Store and other things that I am doing for myself and work for. I kind of sort of gotten back to working with clients a little bit. I don't know. It's just some clients that I really like to work with. So we're building up some new projects and it is going to take a chunk of my time. So I don't know what is a realistic thing for me to work on this project. I'm going to write myself 10 hours a week on this project, but of course, I'm also going to be updating the exact amount of time that I spend per week. Now, when I'm looking into this project, so I have an idea, I have a goal, and now I have the next part, which is the lessons that I learned from those 3 stories, which is not the lessons I learned a lot from them, but basically what I'm taking on to this project. Okay, so the first thing I learned is that marketing is everything, which is really nice for me because I'm not gonna just make a million designs. Like, I'm not gonna go and upload like a million designs to Society 6 with my art style. It takes a lot of time to make that pieces. I also learned that the marketing methods that really worked for these people were marketing from TikTok, from Instagram, from blogs and SEO, and from Pinterest. And not just that, but they actually promoted a lot of them with the actual product. Like, they ordered their own, I'm literally writing it down. They ordered their own products in the process, which I have started doing myself. The next thing that I did learn is that the main marketing aspect should not be on your art or your designs. It should be on the niche. So if I'm taking it back to what was said on that video, was a person that's basically selling customized dog or cat portraits had 2 blogs, one about cats, one about dogs, and they were not about cat gifts or dog gifts. They were about information about dogs. So those were basically information blogs for people who have dogs or cats to go onto and then see on the sidebar, hey, I can get a photo of my dog. And what I want to find in each and every one of, our projects is the larger niche that would be what we're blogging about. Another thing that I did learn is that a lot of these people either went with their platform, which is, Shopify, WooCommerce, or they went into other platforms that either allow customization of the items, whether again with Shopify or Etsy or with Zazzle, or they went with platforms where they can affiliate themselves. A small break here just for the word affiliate. If you guys don't know what affiliate marketing is, it's basically when you promote, whether in a video or in a blog, you promote someone else. You promote a service, you promote a product of someone else. And if that product is being purchased, you get commission. And in this case, for example, you can become an Etsy affiliate, but as an Etsy affiliate, you're not allowed to affiliate your own products because then you'll be making twice as money. But platforms like Zazzle and Society 6 allow you to be an affiliate even for your own product. So if I'm taking Society 6, for example, with most of their products giving you 10% commission if you sold something that you designed. Let's look about this pillow that was in my Society 6 store, and it is from Society 6. if I promote this pillow and it's going to be sold, or if someone's going to enter Society 6 and buy this pillow, I'm going to get 10% commission. But if I'm going to promote this pillow on one of my own sites with an affiliate link, if someone buys this pillow, I'm going to get 10% commission as the artist and 10% commission as an affiliate. That would be 20% commission, completely legal, as Society 6 allow you to affiliate yourself. And if I promote this pillow, on my websites with an affiliate link and someone enters through that, but they buy someone else's pillow, I still get 10% as an affiliate. And it's pretty much also the same with Zazzle, as Zazzle have 15% for their referral links and a different percentage based on what you choose per product. So I learned that this is also a great way to keep things going. So that would mean that if I do manage to get my promotion and my marketing efforts pay off, like people are seeing my marketing efforts and they reach the platform, but they don't buy from me, then I'm still going to get money. And that is important to me because for this specific type of art, I don't know if I'm ready yet to expand to a different platform, like to do print on demand with an external supplier. And this actually has nothing to do with costs or something like that, because you only pay when someone buys from you, but it does have everything to do with the fact that my main credit card is Israeli. I'm not in Israel. It's going to be really hard for me to go there and sign off if there will be any changes or any mass charging on my card. And also the fact that with my anxiety, I'm terrible at customer support and I'm dreading customer support. So for now, having my own shop on Shopify or WooCommerce or even on Etsy that is connected to an external supplier is not going to be included. However, if that is something that you feel like you're ready to do, I do encourage you to do it, because I kind of do feel jealous sometimes of people who don't have these anxiety hang-ups to do it, because I do see the potential. And hopefully if this experiment goes well, I might as well also get the courage to do that again. I did it before and it was super stressful for me. So lesson learned, I'm going to stick to what is less stressful for me. And now I'm going to move on to the 10 steps of this plan. And I'm going to present the steps. And after presenting them, I'm going to explain how each of them applies to me. But as I'm presenting them, I would like for you to follow along, whether writing down in a notebook or in your mind, thinking, how does this apply to you? How can this apply to you? Whether it's with something that you're already selling or a totally new topic that you really didn't think about yet. So the first step is to choose your art style, design style, what it is that you're doing. Are you doing funny text design on t-shirts? Are you selling cool political or nutritional or any kind of movement stickers? Are you doing KDP with low content or no content notebooks? What it is that you're doing. Are you selling sketches? Are you selling oil paintings? Figure out and choose one of these things. The second step is to figure out where you want to sell it. Do you want to have your own store, Shopify or WooCommerce? Do you want to sell on a marketplace like Etsy? Do you want to integrate with a print-on-demand supplier? Which print-on-demand supplier? Or do you just want to go to marketplaces like Redbubble, Society 6, TeePublic, Zazzle, Spreadshirt, Threadless, Cafe Press, Art of Wear, or all of those to sell your art? So figure out where you want to start selling your art. Obviously, you can always expand. Now, the third step would be going back to my niche. I need to figure out what is my niche above it. So in the case of the dogs, if you're making designs for dog lovers, so the niche above it is dog care, for example. If I'm making, for example, t-shirts with coding jokes, then the entire niche is coding jokes or jokes for developers. If I'm making inspirational or motivational quotes for people with mental illness or with fibromyalgia, then my top niche is actually going to be mental illness or fibromyalgia. And if your designs, for example, are just patterns and you can't really find the niche above it, then the niche above it can definitely become the product type. So in that case, for example, if you're making a lot of patterns to be sold on duvet covers, you can have your niche become bedroom design. The same way as if your patterns are for shower curtains and bath mat sets, then your overall niche is bathroom design. And I was seriously thinking about actually making a full video on all the ways you can make money online if you know how to make good patterns. All the ways you can sell patterns online, whether they're seamless or normal, please let me know in the comment section down below if you'll be interested in a video about all the ways of making money online using patterns. Now, the fourth step after I found my niche above it is actually to get a domain, or, if you're doing it on any kind of free website, and create my links page, because my links page is going to appear on every social media as the main page. I'm not going to directly send people into a full website or into any of my stores because I'm going to do multiple stores. So I will find my domain based on my niche name, the general one, get a domain for that, and make my links page. If you don't want to get a domain and start with that, you can start with a free WordPress version from wordpress.com and have your name.wordpress.com as your website, or you can start with websites like Linktree or Card or so many other websites that give you the ability for a link page to connect it to your Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, whatever. But my personal method includes a lot of blogging, so that's going to be connected to a domain and to hosting. And by the way, I'm using Hostinger for that. I'm not an affiliate of Hostinger. I'm not making any money if you go and talk to them as of the moment of this video. I just really like using them. They're really nice people. The fifth step would be to start blogging about that niche. Not about my products, but about that niche when my products are appearing on the sidebar. The sixth step is to try and see if I can customize art, like what I'm doing per product, or if I can find customization options. So for example, if you already have existing designs that look amazing on t-shirts, and this step could be, maybe I can customize them to become greeting cards. Maybe there is an option for this design to be on Zazzle as customized greeting cards. Maybe my type of art that I'm doing is not really fitting to be, for example, on a notebook, but I can customize it a little bit for it to look better. I can customize some of my art to look better on a t-shirt, etc. So think about that. The seventh step would be to blog about other people in my niche, given that I have affiliate links to them. So if I'm taking all this on, and you know what, I'm going to take a recent example, because for example, you can be a Redbubble affiliate. You cannot affiliate your own store, but you can become a Redbubble affiliate. And if we're talking about the dog niche, you can definitely write blog posts on the fact that they have new products for dog beds and dog blankets and dog bandanas, and affiliate other people selling on Redbubble. It's all about making content that is good for the people who come to that website. So blogging about other people in that niche, especially if you have affiliate links, is also a good way to go. When you blog about other people and share that link with them, there's also a higher chance that those people are going to share that link with their followers and you're going to get more traffic. Step number 8 is marketing every day while paying attention to patterns in your marketing, which means being consistent with how much time you spend on marketing. If you decide that your marketing should be 1 Instagram post a day, awesome. If you decide that your marketing is going to be 2 hours of Instagram once a week, or if you're going to market in advance, if you're going to do 10 minutes of Pinterest, just decide and be consistent with it and work in patterns. Step number 9. Plan to expand to other products in your mind. And this might sound weird, especially for people with the shiny new thing syndrome, because if I look at other products that I might want to expand to, I'm pretty much sure that I'm just going to skip to them and forget all the rest. But planning to expand to other products can actually affect the way that we do our art or the way that we save our files. And I'll explain a bit more on that when I get to how my plan applies in each and every one of these steps. And step number 10, as I said, this is 9 steps, sort of, 9 steps, sort of, because step number 10 would be to document and organize everything separately. So this is my agenda book, and in it I write pretty much everything that I do. So I filmed today, I did this artwork today, I uploaded TeePublic today, I did Pinterest today. And as of today, my new business idea is not going to be on this book. It might say, did work on that idea. It's not going to say what work I did, because that work I'm actually going to be do completely separately. Whether it's on a separate notebook, whether it's on separate notes on your phone, or if you want to use the free planner I have to give you, and more on that at the end of the video. So as I said, these are 10 steps, 9 steps. And they can be taken to any direction. And I want to share with you guys what kind of direction I'm taking this in and how my art looks like. So you're going to be the few first people to ever see it. And for that, I need my iPad because that's where my art is. And I'm going to detail everything, how I'm going to do this, where am I going to sell it on, what are going to be my promotional methods, everything. And for those of you who said that, how am I not worried for people to steal that? Well, if you want to steal exactly all my designs, mimic all of them, including mimic everything that I do for blogging, go ahead. It's going to take you a long time. But before I share this with you guys, I would like to ask you that if you like this video or found this content useful, please hit the like button down below because every time you do, it really does help my channel. And subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed. So taking all of these steps and looking into my own thing, like what am I going to do with it? And I thought of so many things. First of all, I thought about coding jokes. This was the first thing that came to mind. A website with coding jokes, funny coding jokes on Instagram, funny coding jokes on TikTok. Why am I not doing coding jokes? It's so easy, but I don't want easy. I want to sell my art. So the first things first is choose my art or design style. And for that, you guys are getting a sneak peek into my iPad. What a mess. So this is some of the things that I've been working on in the past few days. It's sort of like weird faces. I call them peculiar faces in the cubism style, and I think this one was one of my favorite. I think this one actually was Christy's favorite. We ordered it on a magnet. This one is definitely one of my favorites, and I'm really enjoying this style, especially when I'm progressing with this style by the tip of Misho to do all of these also but zodiac signs. So this is one as an example. I'm doing them with my own Procreate brushes that I made specifically for this. I also did some other types of works in the past. This one was actually done yesterday. All of these were actually done yesterday. So I do like the pattern work in them, and I do like them as pieces of art. But obviously, as you can see, these ones will be a lot different to market than, anything else that people think about doing online. I even made this one. Kind of find it relaxing. I don't know why. Misho actually liked that one better. But for me, I really do enjoy this style. I also like this one here. I don't know why. Makes me laugh. And let me just get out of iPad mode. Now, my second step was to find out where I want to sell it. So as an initial step, I am looking to sell this on Society6 and on Zazzle. And there are several reasons for that. Let's start with the first reason, which is, first of all, I have an account on Society6, which had all of these, which were deleted. I wanted to fully just be my thing. And that account on Society6 was neglected for many years, so don't worry, I'm not taking I have like already vibe of selling. No, that account has been pretty much inactive because I started with this in 2017 and then I quickly moved to Redbubble and only now getting back to Society6 full time. So I deactivated all of my designs on Society6 and I'm just going to upload these. I'm also going to upload onto Zazzle. It's going to have a separate store for it that is either going to be called by the name of these, like Peculiar Faces, or by the name of the niche above it. And in that store, I really want to sell the jigsaw puzzles because I think that these would make really awesome jigsaw puzzles. I also want to sell them on notebooks, phone cases, I think like stickers, magnets, and stuff like that. Even maybe tote bags, we'll see. But also Society6 has all these products. Step 3 was to find the niche above it. And the niche above it is cubism. I do believe that cubism would be the natural niche above it. And that means hardcore blogging about cubism. I kind of miss old school blogging. I come from the blogging and affiliate world of just writing, like 12, 15 blog posts a day. And I'm also thinking that blogging about cubism and actively sharing information about an art style would be the best way for me to learn more about this art style and get better at it. The next step is to create a links page. So I already bought a domain that will be for this type of project. I already made a links page for this project. I already changed my name on Instagram, changed the name on Society6, and opening the store on Zazzle. Step number 5, blogging about this niche, which will be a very significant project. I'm still in the process of uploading some of my work to Society 6 and some of it to Zazzle. And after that, I will be actively starting to blog about different artists in this niche, the famous paintings in this niche. What does it mean? There are different types of periods within Cubism. So literally making content for people who like Cubism while always keeping my art on the sidebar for direct purchase. Step number 6, custom art per product and customization options. And this is actually something that I need to work on, because when I do these art pieces, like they're very flat out there. And I do know that a lot of people go to Zazzle for customized stuff. And I do think that having something like this on a notebook with text on the side, whether it's text that people can fill out themselves, or text that I write, that means I would have to adjust some of my paintings in a way. I would have, for example, to make the face smaller within the larger frame, which is why I need to save all my files separately. I cannot merge the face with the background, because then it will be harder for me to put it on products. And also, if I'm talking about customizing it per product, these specific paintings that I'm making on Procreate have a specific size that they go up to. And that size doesn't always apply with other products, for example, on Society 6, with the larger products, with the jigsaw puzzles and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to create several collages of several of these faces, and then upload these collages onto Society 6 for the bigger products, as well as for Zazzle even, because I do think that it looks nice, even like, 4 or even 9 faces on a puzzle. And speaking of Zazzle, there is also one product on Zazzle that I'm really looking forward to trying to sell. They have this wall art acrylic canvas set, and I'm pretty sure I can put like 9 faces on it. And those sell for, starting from like $260. So selling one of these would definitely be nice, and will definitely be something that I would be targeting in a shop that sells, very cheap stickers and very expensive wall art all at the same time, with jigsaw puzzles and notebooks. It is what it is. At step number 7, we're talking about blogging about other people in my niche with affiliate links. And for that, I don't really need to go that far. I mean, I can just go to Society 6, type in Cubism, find other artists who do this. Let's see if they have a website, summarize some of the information about them, share their photos, and a link. That's pretty much the easiest thing for me to do, as well as find some inspiration on TikTok. There's a lot of people who do really nice stuff in the Cubism niche that I feel like doing. And again, this is how I'm going to do it with my niche. I'm going to go over this a little bit about some of these when it comes to other niches with other ideas. Step number 8, market every day with patterns and marketing. This is where it gets interesting, guys. So I'm going to do 10 hours a week. That's kind of crazy. And the way I'm going to market this every day, and this is my commitment here. So I'm going to do Instagram daily. Some of the days it's going to be like, let's do like 4 days are flat out my art. And 3 days I'm working on stories and reels. And when it comes to stories, one of the things that I really recommend people to do is to work with story highlights. And we do have the option for a linking story. So for example, one of the things that I really want to get done right early on is to upload, for example, a story about all my Cubism puzzles. So like, not uploading one story, but a story about this puzzle, story about that puzzle, story about that puzzle. They all have individual links, and then all of them will be in a highlight of Cubism puzzles. Now, I also have Pinterest. So I want to do 30 minutes, 5 days a week for Pinterest. And I really hope that this will work. And I'm hoping that I will have enough with this in terms of time, because if I'm going to do this 10 hours a week, and I already have here, 30 minutes, 5 days a week would be 2.5 hours. plus, at least 2.5 more hours for Instagram, plus uploading to these platforms, plus designing. So 10 hours a week for me sounds reasonable, but as I said, I'm going to keep track of the time that I'm working on these things and keep you guys updated. And the ninth step, because this was step number 8 of Market Every Day, is plan to expand to other products in mind. And the reason why I'm saying this, again, let me just show you something. So one of the ideas that I had in mind was to do a Cubism coloring book. And I can either do it as printables or on KDP. But for example, if I want to expand to that, let's take out this piece of artwork. As you can see here, I have saved the original illustration. So if my thinking is to expand later on to coloring books, it's really important for me to know that so I can save the coloring aspects of all of these. So technically, if I ever want to expand to a coloring book on KDP, all I have to do after making 50 of these designs is just going back to the original file and downloading it and binding it for KDP. So it is really important to keep in mind the products that you would like to expand yourself to when you are making your art. It also comes, by the way, if you're talking about text designs and clip art, if you're using Canva, because I do know a lot of people that make really awesome designs on Canva, they download it, they upload it, and then they work on the same design and change the words, but they don't have the raw file of that design. Because what if you want to make it vertically aligned after? What if you want to make it horizontally aligned or 1:1 ratio? What if you want to change the color? Always make sure you have your source files when you're leading into a new project. And one of the other expansions that I am thinking is to delete things that I put on my imprint store and continue on putting those, even though it's kind of similar items to Society 6 and I don't have the option to affiliate myself on imprint. They do have higher commissions, which is why it's an idea for the future and I'm not focusing on this now. And my 10th point, which is the separate documentation. So I got this little binder today. It has M on it. I'm so excited. And I actually spent most of my morning creating sort of business plan. So for example, like my online business plan sheet where I can write my design template, concept, and platforms. What are my strong points? I also have, for example, a place to do some marketing, like competition research. I also have places to write down ideas for my website, including a page just talking about marketing, how I plan to do my marketing, as well as designated pages for Pinterest and for Instagram, which is what I want to focus on. And I created a 10-page bundle for myself, including a weekly and a monthly planner, and a log, like a work log to document whatever time I put into this. Now, I do have a lot more to say about this planner, and I was thinking about featuring the whole thing in this video, but then it came to mind to me that this planner could also be used for anyone that wants to launch any type of business, even selling printables on Etsy, or even selling, their handmade stuff on Etsy, or having their own blog or a YouTube channel, which is why I want to make the video about this planner completely separate. So tomorrow at 7 p.m. Bulgaria time, I don't know whatever time it is with you guys, same time as always, there is going to be a live premiere and a live chat of me going over this entire planner. These are 15 printable pages overall, going over how to fill them out, how to use them, and giving you the link where you can download all of these for free. Now, there's a lot more that I want to say, but I feel like really a lot of it contains to that kind of printable thing that you can get. And it was important for me to do this one for free because I really want you guys to join me on this challenge, to feel less alone, I guess. And it's actually kind of cool because we went to the Sunday market to get some snacks and get some fresh veggies. And we passed through an art store on the way and we got so much art stuff. So much art stuff. I got paid by number books. I'm insane. But we also printed out, like I really wanted to print out these for me to start working with them. And to my biggest flatter and surprise, Misho actually wanted a copy for him to be using that for his projects. And this will be managed in a totally different notebook. I really wanted it to be like a binder because I also doodle and draw by hand, and that would be my way to also add these in here. And more on that tomorrow with a link to the freebie. I'm not really sure what to say. I do know that I'm kind of shooting myself in the leg with my whole idea. If I would have chosen something like t-shirts for guitarists, that would have been such an easier idea for me to launch, or any kind of gift that is any niche other than actually selling art. But I don't know, it is a challenge, right? I would love to hear what you guys want to sell, how this resonated with you guys. Do you see yourself in any of these steps? And really, if there is a single step here that you don't understand, like what is the bigger niche behind your product, feel free to comment in the comment section. What is your niche or your idea? For example, I am selling t-shirts for lovers on this platform. I am selling mostly patterns. I am selling mostly this. And seriously, guys, if you want a video just about how to make money with patterns, let me know. I thought about it like a second before I started filming this video, and I think that would be a nice idea because there are so many ways to make money from patterns. And I'm drifting here. ADHD. Yeah, I've had actually several people texting me, messaging me, and emailing me that I should get tested for ADHD because they think I have it. And I already know I have it. So thank you for noticing. And I don't really have a way to finish this video. I feel like I'm sort of like to be continued, till tomorrow. But it was really important for me to keep those separate just for the people who want to do a different type of art. I do hope that whatever print on demand challenge you set up for yourself, we're all gonna pass it and let me know what you guys think of mine. Maybe my goals. I know for some people, you know, if I'm saying, hey, I want to make $400 per month by the end of the year, for some people it will be like, this is a challenge for you. This is goals for you. And some people will be like, oh my God, we will never reach that goal. But I felt like for me, this will be a realistic thing, given the fact that I still have the channel. I still have other things that I'm doing that have nothing to do with these designs. I'm still designing for TeePublic and for other platforms. And I still have a very hectic schedule with my physical and mental health. So all that aside as well, I am going to be taking more time off for myself while launching this project and more time with my friends. It's going to be summer here soon. There is a pool downstairs. Come on. How can I fully launch and commit all my hours of the week when there is a pool downstairs? Seriously, guys. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you comment some of your ideas down below so we can, you know, open them up together and share this information and help each other as much as we can. Have an amazing, amazing beginning of this week. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with your free planner. Bye!